As it turns out, making a movie about a weapon that could destroy the world doesn't mean you can't have a little fun along the way. For Cillian Murphy, though, that fun ended with his dinner. As a Christopher Nolan film, Oppenheimer forgoes much use of CGI. It also heavily relies on practical sets, as many of the movie's Los Alamos sequences were filmed in the New Mexico desert. And with such a huge cast filled with recognizable names, many people had to be in the area to shoot at the same time. In fact, production on these scenes has been described as a sort of summer camp for the cast and crew, especially since there was very little to do in the vicinity of the shoot. Oppenheimer star Emily Blunt even told Entertainment Tonight that more than a few margaritas were consumed in the making of their movie. Still, it made for a good bonding experience, Blunt explained.
And there was one hotel and we were all together, and that doesn't happen. Normally everyone's in their own place, or you're shooting at home, or everyone's got their own house.
Naturally, being cooped up in the same hotel for an extended period of time is bound to result in some friendships being made. While the Oppenheimer shoot wasn't a summer camp in the strictest sense of the word, there was at least one communal meeting ground where everyone got together. After all, there was also only one restaurant in the area, meaning it became a popular hang spot for the cast, with one noteworthy exception. In the same Entertainment Tonight interview, Matt Damon said,
It was like open for breakfast, lunch, and dinner, and so
Yes.
you were always, it was like the dining hall. You'd go in and you'd see everybody, and so everyone would just end up sitting together.
While the cast formed a sense of camaraderie while shooting the movie, Damon added that Cillian Murphy, who plays J. Robert Oppenheimer himself, wouldn't join them. Blunt mentions that Murphy would eat just one almond for most nights.
He was losing so much weight for the part that he just didn't eat dinner ever.
The end result is that Murphy's Oppenheimer looks quite emaciated throughout much of the film. Of course, Murphy isn't the first actor to go to extreme methods in order to lose weight for a role. Christian Bale attempted something similar in The Machinist, while Jake Gyllenhaal did the same for Nightcrawler. Cillian Murphy followed in that trajectory, foregoing the cast group meals so that he could look more like the real J. Robert Oppenheimer. He discussed his intentions with his physicality in May when speaking with the New York Times, mentioning, "I love acting with my body, and Oppenheimer had a very distinct physicality and silhouette, which I wanted to get right." Many on social media have used the news story to joke about how Murphy became a real-life almond mom, which is a term used to describe someone who's perpetually stuck in diet culture. Meanwhile, others debated whether such extreme commitment is needed in this day and age. One Twitter user wrote, "In a computer-generated cinema landscape, there's no reason to eat one almond a day for a role. Computers can make John Goodman look 20 years younger. They can make Cillian Murphy look 20 pounds lighter too." While speaking with The Guardian, Murphy made sure to note that he doesn't recommend anyone try to do what he did for this part. He said, "You become competitive with yourself a little bit, which is not healthy. I don't advise it." Murphy also insisted that the weight he lost for the role should not eclipse the story of the film itself. No doubt his stunning performance as J. Robert Oppenheimer will soon speak for itself.